Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 day trade setups for today. So we had a pretty big sell-off last week. If you just start off with the weekly, you can see fairly big red bar. Trend is still up though, and we should be coming up fairly close to a trend line very shortly. So that's the weekly trend line there. And if we get back to the 8th hour, you can see pretty much lines up with the 155. And just adjust it to there. So from a distance perspective, we are roughly 300 points away from that trend line. Now, looking to the left, that is my next area of support, which is 44.53. So let's just call it 44.50. Now, I've been waiting for a decent pullback for some time, and that is very much on the cards. We've got crossovers on the moving averages on 3 hour as well. And we've still got a few gaps to the downside. So first one is just below this level I've given you. And if you look left, you look to the right, then you'll see that lines up fairly nicely with the trend line. So a big question at the moment is, do we have a floor building here? I do have an opening gap, so I wouldn't write too much into that. So we sort of gapped above it, and now we just hovering around the bottom here. I'm looking for opportunities to buy somewhere in this area. So first area is obviously 44.64. Then I'm looking at 44.53, and then 44.40 area. So that's kind of the view that I've got at the moment. Definitely looking for a higher low to form, which would get me looking for opportunities to buy into this. So at the moment, we are sitting on our hands waiting for structure, and I suspect we're going to get some structure today. It's typically what happens. And if you look at the oscillators here, you can see sort of inverse head and shoulders on the oscillators. You can see low, lower low, higher low. So that is also looking pretty much lining up with the price, but you can just see it quite clearly on the oscillators. So for me, definitely looking to buy. Not just jump in at the moment, because we have had a fairly controlled move down, except for Friday. I think it was a bit of profit taking on Friday. So that's kind of my view. Oscillators lining up quite nicely. Everything is looking fairly good. Coming up to weekly support or weekly trend line. On the daily, you'll also be coming up to different moving averages. At the moment, we're at 33. So you're going to have the 50-day EMA over here somewhere as well. But I strongly suspect that trend line will hold us up. That's going to be bottom of range, bottom of channel actually. So if I draw the level on the top, you'll see what I mean. There's our channel. So we keep testing the top of the channel, keep selling off it, and now we're looking for this. Target to the upside is obviously going to be that 4600 area. So yeah, that's kind of my view. Just wait patiently for a bit. It might still have another leg down, but we're just looking for structure, and I'll look for that structure on the hour. As soon as I see the structure, then there's a half decent trade, and that half decent trade from anywhere into this area is 1,400 points, a 3% move. So yeah, that's kind of my strategy today. Just wait and see what happens here, and then looking for opportunities to buy into this and continue the trend to the upside. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.